So here's what you're looking at. This is your transmission pan. I have looked and looked and looked for one of these giant pans that go on top of the other pan, so that way you don't make a mess. I get the feeling I'm probably going to end up making a mess. Let's see. So while I'm under here, look at the drive shafts, or at least the front one. So anyways, so what we're going to be doing, it looks like I'm going to need a 14 millimeter. I'll probably do this with an impact. So I'm going to get that. It looks like I'm probably going to have to use a wrench on this side, because I ain't going to be able to get my impact in there. So I'm not a fan of laying under the vehicle. So anyways, yeah, so and what's crazy is that torque converter solenoid is right here on this side, on the passenger side of the vehicle. That's what I got to get to. That's a lot of work to just get to that. So, but you got to do what you got to do. Probably going to have a few hours in this job today, so but yeah, we will go from there. Well, I was way off. These are 13 millimeter. Oh man, I just realized what I forgot to get. But yeah, they're 13 millimeter. I'll be right back. Like I said, they're 13 millimeter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my cordless, trusty, generic Brawler, or the hell you want to call it, impact from Harbor Freight. It's actually pretty good impact in my opinion. Rips wheel lugs right off, so that is nice. So problem is it's really heavy. So but yeah, so I'm going to go through and break each one of these loose. I don't think I need to take you through those steps. If you can't loosen a bolt, then we got a problem. Righty tighty, lefty loosey, of course. So anyways, yeah. So I will cut back in here in just a little bit when I have this pan off, which for you guys will be a split second. Alright, so to get to these bolts over here on this side, I had to take the drive shaft loose, which was a giant pain in the ass, but I got her off. Those were thread locked in, which they should be, and I'll have to thread lock them back in when I put it back together, which is fine. Ideally, I mean, this would be a prime time to change the U-joints, and I do need to change the U-joints, but however, I don't have the patience for it. So I could probably do it, but I just don't really have patience for it. Last time I tried, I really messed them up. So, not on this vehicle, another vehicle I had years ago, but still, all the same. So anyways, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get back to loosening up all these bolts, and looks like I probably need to add a bolt back over here because I don't want it falling. So, but yeah, so I will cut back in here in just a little bit. I already got some fluid leaking, so, but yeah, I'll cut back in when I have. All right, so what you want to do is you want to clean your pan up. So I got my camera sitting on my welder so you can see some of the crap on the welding cart. So I'm going to get all that old gasket off of there. Most of it will peel up, but you may have to do some scraping. Let's see while we're in here. Ooh, a little bit of sludge in there. It's a good thing I was changing this. Quite a bit of sludge in there. Huh. That's not. Alright, so what I have here is just a chisel. I'm going to use it to clean it up. So, get all this old gasket off. So, might as well get comfortable while you're doing this. Sucker's glued on. Feels like it's glued. I hope that's good line of sight for this. So what I gotta do is get this filter down. I'm not even sure how to take it off, to be honest. So seems like it just pops up in there. Yep, sure does. And there's more transmission fluid. Luckily I still got Speedy Dry sitting here, or Super Clean sitting here rather. Oh. So anyways, yeah. So what we are looking at is looking for, I'll get you in here up close. This looks pretty cool actually. So that's the transmission. That's pretty clean. So this here, let's see. Oh, right over here. This Should be the torque converter solenoid. Should be. I need to look at the picture and make sure. Let's see. Might be on the back side. I know that it's an exact fit. Like, these plugs are all different, so I just gotta sit here and go through each one and see. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, this one is it. So the best way to find out would be to unplug it and take the new one and see if it plugs in. Like I said, the plugs are exact fit. So I will go get the new one, go ahead and get my new filter, and have all that ready to go. And I gotta get a, what you gotta do is, if this is it, you gotta unplug it and you turn it sideways. There's a little clip in here, kind of like you would see on a window crank, an old school window crank, like from 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, you know, anything before 95. So you pop that clip loose, and then this slides right out, and then you put the new one in, and you're supposed to be able to just easily put the clip back in. Probably won't go that easy, but we'll see. So hopefully you'll see that. Let's see, that right there. Excuse my shaking, but yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing next. I'm going to check the picture and make sure I'm right on that, and then I'll come back with the part and get her done. Alright, so the filter has a little seal like this up in there, and I gotta get it out to put the new one in. So what I'm trying to do now is get that in there. So, or get the old one out of there rather. So I hope I can just take a screwdriver. May have to use that old one. I don't want to. It's loose, but I don't see any hurt in it. I don't think it hurt any. So it'd be worth trying. So anyways, let's get back to the main project at hand here. So unplug that little sucker right there. You turn that, and it's supposed to have, there it is, I see it there. I can barely see it, but I can see it. It's got a little hook up there that holds it. Alright, so this little clip, I had to actually refer to YouTube myself. So this little clip right here is a pain in the ass to get out, but I finally got it. So what you need is an extremely tiny screwdriver, the smallest flathead screwdriver you can get in your box. If you don't got it, go buy one, because it's an essential to changing this. I thought I had a small enough screwdriver. I was using this one, and it wasn't small enough. So I tried everything, needle nose pliers. I fought with this thing for probably good 2 hours. So this is going to pop out. Of course, it's going to drain fluid everywhere. So you can actually inspect this and see if the screen is blocked up. And it don't look too bad, but it's getting a new one regardless. So here is my new one. Actually, the screen on the front of it looks a little hazy. So here's my new one. So what you're going to do is just slide that. I should just slide right in there. So put it up in there like so. And what the hell did I do with that clip? Oh, I know what I did with it. maybe. I laid it somewhere here. There it is, it fell off. I laid it on top of that filter so I wouldn't lose it, and I still end up dropping it. So anyways, you want to take this clip and you want to get where you can see it. Ideally, you don't want to have a nervous condition when doing this. So that is the only downside to this, for me anyhow. But you should be able to just push it back up in there, like so. And I'm actually going to use a screwdriver. Make sure it's actually in there where it's supposed to be. Hey, there we go. I heard it clip. Okay. And then you're going to turn that thing sideways, and you're going to plug your electrical back into it. And there's that. Okay. Then you're going to take your filter, wipe off any dirt that you got on it, because you are going to get dirt, or at least I'm going to get dirt on it. So I couldn't get the old ring out. I'm going to just use it. It looks pretty good. I got a little bit of Super Clean's wood chip in there, but I managed to get that out of there. So anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna take this and maybe there we go. Stick that filter in there, like so. And then you can start the process of putting the gasket and all that stuff back on. Gasket isn't too difficult to do. It just lays on the pan. May want to use a little bit of adhesive or gasket sealer to put on there, just kind of stick it in place. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm not going to film me doing it because it's just a giant pain in the ass if I do that. So I'll cut back in when we're back on top and I'm filling the transmission up. So I'll see you guys here in a little bit.